YouTube people. How's my YouTube community friends doing? It is Wendy0321 on YouTube. That is my name. But anyway, peace out. Happy day before Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is the sweetie's day. Hope your man or your woman is good to you on Valentine's. I don't know if mine will be because we don't get along most of the time. And that's another story for another day. He wants to know that anyway. Anyway, so I started out my journey. I'm on my 10-month surgery. Well, it'll be 10 months in March. I'm on my 9.5-month date for my surgery. I had my surgery back at VSG on May 1st, 2012. And so I'm about coming on 10 months. So yeah, I mean, it's been a ride, a heck of a ride. My highest weight ever was 310 pounds back around 2010. And yeah, I lost 100 pounds a couple times in my life. I've been obese since I was 9 years old. Yeah, I've lost 30 pounds here, 30 pounds there, gained 100 pounds, lost 60, you know, everybody knows that story. Done everything I could, been on every diet that I could, until I finally, you know, accepted I had an eating disorder. So anyway, from my highest weight of 310, I went on a diet where I was taking diet pills. Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, I lost 60 pounds, and I was exercising my butt off at that time. And yeah. So I felt pretty good. I was still severely overweight, but I thought I looked good. I mean, I didn't. You go from 310 and you lose 60 pounds. You know, you feel, wow, you feel skinny, and people think you're skinny because, you know, 60 pounds is like, you know, a 10-year-old child. So I guess, I don't know. Anyway, so I lost 60, and then I gained 30 back. So ultimately, when I had my surgery on May 1st, 2012, I was 264 pounds. How you doing? Somebody was honking, so whatever. Hello. So anyway, yeah. I was 264 on May 1st when I got on that surgery table for them to cut my stomach out for VSD. And today, it's not anything. Well, anyway, I am proud to say, because if I don't say that, I'm gonna get in trouble. I am proud to say that right now, the lowest I've seen is 206, and that was for a minute, and then I got back on the scale, and I was around 207 for probably 3 or 4 weeks. I haven't lost any weight in several months, probably the month of December. Was it December? I think it was, and this is so weird. Or maybe it was November, I don't remember, but I lost 10 pounds that month. Yeah, since then, no, I haven't lost any weight. It's been, but you know, that's my fault. It's nobody else's fault but mine. And so yeah, I've lost about 55 pounds and going on 10 months, which you know, I'm thankful. I'm glad. So yeah, I'm making some headway on my eating disorder. Continuing to go to counseling, and that's doing me a lot of good. They're starting to try some herbal things, natural things for me to try and you know, get her done. But yeah, so anyway, like I said, I'm 200, and today when I weighed, I was 209 this morning, so that's about two and a quarter, 2.5, something like that, pounds from my lowest weight. And you know, it is what it is, and nobody's fault but mine. Can't blame anybody else. I just, you know, I'm just bad or what. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm working really hard, not at exercising, but at work. I have an extremely stressful job. Last week I was on the road, seriously, from Monday till Friday, and in a hotel room, know, and I did go buy groceries, and, you know, so y'all, anyway, I'm not going to get started on me, but, yeah, I'm trying to chew my food better. That's one thing I can say. I'm trying to chew my food better, and I'm trying to not run to food for whatever. And when I was seeing my counselor this week, we were talking about it, and, you know, it always, no matter what I'm going through today, we always have to sit there. My counselor uses EMD or EMG. It's like they put a light in front of you and they do the light. Now I'm not going to the light or anything, but it sounds really crazy. I mean, they're not hypnotizing me or anything like that. I'm not getting hypnotized, but I think it has something to do with the speed of the light going by, and it causes you to think. Yeah, it causes you to, like, think back and to see why something's really happening in your life. And so anyway, right now I'm having to go through my whole childhood, you know, about why food is like my death, my curse, my love, my happiness, my sadness, you know, whatever it is. Food is bad. And then, you know, anyway, yeah. So I learned something that really shocked me about myself, and the thing I learned was, because I've heard people talk about this before, and I was like, you know, I don't have that. And I don't have hiding behind my fat, okay? Or hiding behind my weight. And I know I've heard Janie, which, you know, I love her, Janie. She doesn't know me, but I know her. I've heard her talk about this before. She was hiding behind her weight because she didn't want that attention, and, you know, I don't know all the details. But anyway, I found out that I wasn't hiding behind my weight that I know of. But what I have realized is, within the last couple of days, is I was hiding behind food my whole life. Why was I hiding behind food? The reason why I was hiding behind food is because, for one, it was so available to me. For two, I had ADD, and I didn't do well. I struggled in school back then. They didn't have the medication that they have now. And, you know, it was, you know, it's still very controversial whether, you know, you should give your kid that. You know, I think it's fine. I think kids need it because I've struggled with ADD my life, and I know that's why I struggled so much. But anyway, I hid behind food for my power, because it made me, you know, I never have liked to feel helpless. And when you know, I had a great life, childhood, great parents, you know, they did the best they could. You know, that's not the case. My case is that nobody's perfect, and we all have issues. And when I would get overwhelmed, stressed out, I would feel inadequate, insecure. I would go to food to bring me that feeling of, you know, it would give me comfort, and so I hid behind that. I hid behind my insecurities behind the food. So that might not be a big deal, but to me it was kind of a big deal, because I guess I should have known that, but I've never really thought about it like that. I didn't know that initially is why that I have my food addiction today. Because when I started this when I was a child, hiding, you know, I was ashamed of my body, so I had shame of my body. I thought happiness was being thin. I thought the only happiness was to be thin, and that's what life was. And if you weren't thin, then you were nothing. And if you didn't make good grades in school, you were nothing. I didn't mean you were. I mean, that is the kind of expectations I put upon myself, and my mother, you know, she thought I was perfect, and which, you know, whether that you know, that doesn't make her a bad mother. It makes her, you know, a lot of mothers and fathers do that to their kids. I mean, you know, they live their life through their children, and they put these unrealistic expectations on kids. Even, you know, they don't let their kids fail. And that's another thing I learned. My parents, my mom especially, would not let me fail as a child. So when I would feel like I couldn't do something, rather than try and fail, which is what a kid should do, to learn, and a human, an adult, whatever, we should try, and if fail, I mean, we all gonna fail. But instead, I didn't even try, I just ate. And I learned that. And so anyway, I feel like I had a breakthrough on that. Now, what I'm trying to work on now is how to reprocess this emotion to where, you know, I just, you know, whatever. I have a healthy relationship with food, and I don't hide behind it anymore. And some way I have coping mechanisms, which I don't have yet. Because, you know, this is a lifelong process that I'm going to have to overcome. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking about it, because that's what me and my counselor, agreed on the other day, that the only way for me to cope, the only way for me to not use food is for me to fall apart. And I don't want to fall apart. I want to be in control. I want to be strong. I don't want to fail. And so she said, you know what? I'm going to give you a green light to fall apart in one of my sessions. You know, so I can learn it's okay not to, you know, it's okay. It's okay if I don't do well in something sometimes. It's okay if I don't do something right. It's okay if I do something and it's wrong. We can fix it. But see, me, that's not the way I was raised. I was raised to do it perfect the first time, or don't do it at all. And my parents, that doesn't make my mother or my dad a bad parent. That makes them, you know, makes them parents. Different kind of parents. But anyway. Alright, guys. I don't know. That's a bunch of rambling. I don't know if any of you, I don't know if I explained it right, because it's hard to explain it. You know, I guess it's kind of a personal experience, but I mean, it's real, you know, guys. It's so real. I mean, yeah. I love y'all, and it's a journey, and thank you all for sharing your journey with me. And maybe one day when I get on here, I'm going to say, I lost weight. I am under 200. Can't wait. I'm going to do a booty dance. I'm going to do my booty dance. Shake your booty. When I hit the logo under 200, I'm going to shake my money maker. Yeah. Anyway, you all have a happy Valentine's Day, and one piece of candy. Just one, people.